Hello, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial about how to download the HTML script and how to set it up, and then just run through how to turn the Word transcripts into HTML files. So first what we're going to do is just go to Python's website, python.org. You're going to have to download Python if you don't already have it. Just choose your version for your computer, for your operating system. There's lots of videos online if you don't know how to do this, and yeah, that's just gonna be the first step, getting Python, getting that set up. Afterwards, what you want to do is just go to my HTML creator, and all these links are just gonna be in the description below, so you can click on them easily. But what you want to do is just download the zip file here from my GitHub page. The instructions here also are pretty comprehensive, so if you ever need to just go back and check up on the info, you can always go to the GitHub page. Also, getting updates, you'd have to just re-download it from this page. So what we want to do is just go to our folder. What we can do is just get our file, just extract it. Cool, HTML here. And what we want to do is just open it up, and we can see our script here. And before running it for the first time, what you want to do is you're going to have to set up some prerequisite libraries. They're in my GitHub page. Yeah, just these pip commands, 3 pip commands. They're just going to be necessary for the script to run correctly. And what you can do to open up a command line in Windows, you have to open up a command line in the folder. So you're gonna have to navigate to the folder from the command prompt. But in Windows, you can just open it up here by typing CMD inside navigation bar. And what I'm gonna do is just zoom this in a little bit so it's easier to see for the video. And what we want to do is say that if you wanted to install Beautiful Soup, like what you're going to do is just do pip install bs4, and if you don't already have it, it's just gonna install and it should be all good. And if you have any questions, you can always look online or just ask me about these type of things. So yeah, there's that. And for running the script, what we can do is go back to this folder, and we can just open up our Word transcript. Here's one that I was working on for 548. Just move it into here. And if we just take a look at this, back to document view, you can see just a normal transcript. Before running a script, please make sure that the transcript's in the correct format, because if it's on the correct format, there might be some issues. Yeah. Make sure to just update the table of contents and things like this, and just make sure that the headings are the correct level. Like this is level 2 and this is level 3, because the script will look for these to create the headings of the HTML. And once you think the Word transcript is ready, what you can do is just go to File. You can save as, and then we can save this as a web page, just HTML or HTML file. Make sure to do web page and not web page filtered, because that's just going to give a different type of document. And how the script works, it only works for web pages. And you can just rename this to really anything. I like just doing a 1-character name because it doesn't really matter, because this is just an intermediate file that we're just going to get rid of later on. So we can save this inside the same folder that we have the script in, and we just save this here. And perfect. Word will take you back to HTML view. You can just close out of it. And we just look back into our folder. We see that we have 2 files, an HTML file and a folder with the assets. We just open up this. We can see that this is what Word gives us. You see it's just blocks of text, and then inside the folder we can see that the images are here, which is all the assets that we need. Yeah, as you can see, some of these are JPEG files, which is not great, but the script will convert these into PNG files, which really is quite simple for the script to do. So if you just go back to the script, you can see here, we can just open up command prompt here, and the name of it is HTML creator.py, and some arguments that you're going to have to put into the script are going to be -o, which is going to be old file name. And if we just go back to the folder, old file name is going to be this file name. It's going to be 1. And for some reason, Word saves HTML files as their own HTML file extension for some reason. So you're going to have to do 1.htm. And then we're going to have a new name for this. We can have it called MBA 548 MOOC 1 module 2 HTML. And if you want spaces in your file name, you're going to have quotes around these, your name. And for our last argument that we want is going to be -m for module level, and this is a level 2. Module level 2, so we're just gonna have 2 here. And there's an optional argument, is -p for pretty. It just it kind of formats the HTML, but this is not necessary. You don't really need it, but you can run it with -p if you want. So what we're gonna see here is that if we run this, it's gonna take a while. Sometimes for longer ones, it might take up to 10 seconds, mainly because there's more images, but this one, there isn't that much, so finish in 2 seconds. We can go back to this folder. You see it created a new file called MBA 548 MOOC 1 module 2, and then the images file that we want. If you just look at this, we can kind of see that it has what we really want. Has all the images here, has the transcripts, which is all great and stuff. As you can see, there's some issues here in the transcript. These characters, you'll have to go manually and check for these types of small errors. I'll try to hopefully write some stuff that can prevent this, but sometimes there's just these small errors where you'll have to manually fix. And just to finish up the creation process, we can just take our old, like from another HTML file, just paste in the style sheet, get the logo, paste this in, whoops. And if we just open this up again, ta-da, we have everything that we need here. So what this script has already is these names. It has the TOC created. Yeah, all the hyperlinks do work. And the transcript and the slides are correct. If you just go to images, we can check. You see it has these slide names correct. Yeah, so for editing it, if we go into edit, let's just open up this with VS Code. Some things that you'll have to manually add, of course, are going to be image descriptions, titles, slide titles. As we can see, it'll prompt you to insert something where the script couldn't really insert it. So what you want to do is just do Command F. You can find every place where it does insert. You can just also do this like case sensitive, and then just run through every place where it has an insert. So as we can see here, the media player needs a URL. Actually, for the script, if you do hyperlink it in the Word document itself, it'll put in the URL here. So if you do that beforehand, you won't have to insert the URL later on. But for this case, we didn't. So if you just click on this, obviously it's not going to go anywhere. So we're going to have to put in our URL here, our slide names. We're going to have to insert, but also are acronyms and things like that. So there's still a lot of stuff that you'll need to do, but this really helps just get the structure down. There's also, it just prevents some basic errors from happening. For example, if, oh, I forgot to hyperlink something, I forgot this simple like structure in the HTML, that might mess something up. So yeah, this is going to be just giving you the skeleton of the HTML code. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll try to keep updating the HTML if there's any issues. And if you find any issues, just please let me know, and I'll try to fix them and work on them too. Yeah, and I'll update the page. It'll be linked down in the video description. You can just access it there and see when it was last updated, and if you need the most recent file, you can just download it from there. And yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully this helps you out.